What's up, guys? Today we're going to talk about how to succeed as an online coach, and I'm going to use this fancy new pot/skillet thing that I got to drive home the point. Thanks, Mom, for getting me this. And so this pot, skillet, whatever it is, we'll call it a pot, is essentially the equivalent of a tool that you might use to grow your coaching business, like a Facebook group. Okay, so let's say this is a Facebook group. Now, in the kitchen, is this going to cook me a delicious meal on its own? Can I just blindly chuck stuff in here and make a delicious meal? No, obviously, what I put in here determines what type of food I create, the outcome of the food. Is it good or is it bad, right? And so we're going to put this here, we're going to cook a delicious meal, but not really. But I'm going to show you how to do it in your coaching business, okay? So I love cooking shows. My wife and I watch Gordon Ramsay shows all the time, and he talks about how the ingredients are the secret to great cooking. It's not the pot, even though this is a fancy little pot thing, that is not going to cook me a delicious meal any more than a Facebook group is going to magically give you clients or a podcast or a YouTube channel or whatever. It's really about the way you're using those things. Because if those things would work on their own, then everybody who had one would be successful, right? Yet somehow, some people can't make a single dollar, and other people are making millions and millions of dollars. So, where am I going with all of this? Well, I've discovered that there are 4 key ingredients to succeeding in your online coaching business. There's 4 ingredients that you must put in your proverbial pot if you want to succeed. So let's say this is your Facebook group, or if you like YouTube or a webinar or whatever, then substitute that. That is the tool that's going to help you cook up a 6-figure coaching business. The first ingredient that you must use with your tool is what I call client clarity, okay? That means knowing exactly the demographic that you serve. Like I serve coaches and experts who have worked with at least 5 clients, but they want to grow to 6 figures, right? So what is that for you? And can you say that with clarity? Do you have certainty around the demographic? Demographic, meaning their accountants, their moms, or CEOs. You want a label like that for your ideal client. It should also be the person that you like spending time with the most, just like I love hanging out with coaches because we have lots in common. That is ingredient number 1 to a successful 6-figure coaching business. Now, ingredient number 2 is what I call a QER, quantifiable end result. Dan Henry said that the difference between a program you can sell for $60 and one you can sell for $6,000 is whether or not it has a QER, quantifiable end result. Okay, that means that the program takes you to a very specific place. So you start with the big 3 markets, health, wealth, or relationships, and then you go down. If you're wealth, then what is it? Do you help people make an extra $2,500 a month of passive income by learning how to do options trading or something like that? If it's health, do you help people lose 20 pounds in 60 days? Or if it's relationships, do you help people find their soulmate in the next 90 days? Can you tell how all those are very quantifiable? Like you can tell whether or not the person got the outcome? Well, your coaching program helps people get outcomes in probably all of those markets in some way, helps them with their health a little bit, relationships, wealth. You have to pick one of them and have a specific result within that core big market that your program delivers. QER, ingredient number 2 that we are putting into our pot, okay? Ingredient number 3 is what I call an omnipotent offer, okay? That means that the offer that you have is a no-brainer. It's amazing, it's sexy, it's like, I get all of that for only this, okay? It should help people achieve that quantifiable result as fast as possible, with as little effort as possible, and with as much likelihood of success as possible. Those are the 3 triggers, the psychological triggers that cause people to make a buying decision. So when you build your offer, you have to say, like, what can I put in this to help people achieve all those things? If it can help them do it fast, with not as much effort, and it can be pretty much virtually guaranteed, then of course they're going to give you money. They see it as a no-brainer decision. And you can do things like having done for you or done with you elements in your offer where they're like getting things done for them. People love that. But there's so many ways to spice up, no pun intended, your offer so that it is amazing and people want it. I remember, in the mastermind I'm in right now, it's Alaric X YouTube Ads Mastermind. And I was talking with their head funnel coach about like, what's the number one thing that makes your YouTube funnel succeed? And he said, if I had to pick just one thing, it would be the offer. The offer has to be amazing, okay? So ingredient number 3, Omnipotent Offer, okay? And we are on to number 4. The final thing that's really going to spice up the efforts that you put into your into your Facebook group, into your podcast, into your YouTube channel, blog, whatever it is, okay? The 4th thing is a unique mechanism, okay? What makes you unique? What makes you different? And how have you communicated that to the market? The market is so crowded out there. There's so many other coaches who are doing the same thing you do in your niche, and you're probably not the first. I'm definitely not the first person to help coaches, right? So I thought about what made me unique. And really, it comes down to this approach about the ingredients versus the pot, right? Like I help people with the ingredients. The things that we're going over right here is what my coaching program does for people. And I thought, well, I love cooking, I've been watching Gordon Ramsay. I'm taking cooking classes online. My birthday's coming up and I asked for a freaking cutting board for my birthday, okay? I like cooking right now. And so I decided to create a unique mechanism called the Michelin Method. To play on the fact that, restaurants get Michelin stars when they're the best. Gordon Ramsay has the 3rd most in the world. Anyways, I tell this story and people DM me on Facebook Messenger, hey, how's the Michelin Method going for you? Oh, you're the Michelin Method guy or whatever, right? But they don't just say the name, they also remember the story about Gordon Ramsay, the story about the pot versus the ingredients. In my webinar, this is the whole thing. I have a pot and the ingredients are like floating into the pot. Anyways, the whole point of me telling you that is there is a version of that for your coaching business. If you can look at your program and say, what makes my philosophy unique? What approach do I take that no one else takes? What is special about me? And then you can look at some other hobbies or areas of interest in your life that you have where that same philosophy is being applied. And then you can do like what I did and link like cooking to coaching. There can be a link between something else to what you do, and then you can give it a name and you have that story to explain it. That is how you create a unique mechanism. And then that, when people like are scrolling Facebook, they say, oh, this person is different from everything else that I've heard before, and I want to learn more about this, okay? And so that is the last ingredient that we are sprinkling into our pot. I should have done a little sprinkle here for effect. I'm not a pro YouTuber by any means, but I am a pro at helping coaches grow to 6 figures. I hope this video has been helpful for you guys. If you want the full training on the Michelin Method, the full training about all these ingredients, go to brianelwood.net/Michelin. I will put the link down below so you don't have to remember that. But it's like 25 minutes. It will really go into depth on what I mean by all these. It will change your business, change your life. It will make all the efforts that you make way more powerful. That's all I got for you guys. Here's to your success. I got your back. And let me know if you have any questions. Let me know what else you want me to make on this channel. I'll talk to you soon. Here's to your success making an income while making an impact.